activity that I am going to be learning to do is my Nana's occupation of gardening. So first she's going to tell us about the supplies that we'll need to do gardening.
Okay, your supplies. First, you need garden gloves, a nice pair of garden gloves, good ones. Then you need a spade. You should have a watering can. You have your dirt, but it's good to get peat moss and put it around after you plant your plants. So that would be another supply I guess you need.
The next thing that my Nana wanted to teach me was about the different plants in her garden.
Okay, this plant is a snapdragon, and this comes in different colors. I bought the tall ones this year, but next year I'm getting the shorter ones because they kind of bend over after a while. And the snapdragon is a nice plant. You can, it snaps like, and I know my grandchildren love them. One year I didn't get them and they were upset that I didn't have them, my grandsons. And then after they bloom, they have these seeds and you can take them off if you want because this is an annual, it's not a perennial. And you can take the seeds off and dry them out and then plant them next year if you'd like instead of buying them. I usually just buy them, but my neighbor took some of my seeds. She likes to plant. That's the snapdragon. They come in white, yellow, kind of peaky peach. Those are the kind that I got, and I like them very much. I buy them every year. Then the next one is Gerber daisies. I love my Gerber daisies. This is the Gerber daisy here. It's kind of the end of the season now, so they're kind of dying, but I still got one. The deer love them. I have deer in my yard, and they ate a couple of the whole flowers. They take them right off in the night. They just take them. And they come in different colors, too. That's one of my favorite flowers, too. I love them. And then I had pansies, but they kind of got overrun with weeds, and they died. Pansies are good usually up until August, and then they don't like the real heat. When it gets too hot, they die off. But I love pansies. I usually plant them all along my row here. Then this year I put a rose bush in, which I'm very pleased with. And you have to feed this, though. You have to give it rose food. You buy it, feed for that. And you also have to spray it so the bugs don't eat the leaves. And that's my first time at a rose bush. These were daylilies. They have gone on now. They were beautiful. They just bloom one day and that's it, but they're very pretty when they bloom. And these are petunias. That's a pretty plant too, a petunia. This is a purple one. They come in all different colors also. And back there are my zinnias. They didn't do too good this year, but I usually have a beautiful load of zinnias, and they come in all different colors as you can see. Orange, pink, purple, they're red. And I still got some buds on them. They're still blooming. They bloom till the frost comes. They'll bloom. And these are just marigolds here. My neighbor gave me these. Miniature marigolds, they're called. I like them too. Okay, now to plant, you want to know how to plant them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the rose bush, what we did is we dug a big hole, and then the reason you needed the watering can, we always put water in the hole so that it gives it some moisture when you plant it. And then you dig a hole as big as you think you need, how big the plant is. This was small when I got it, so it grew since I bought it. But anyway, then you just take it and put it in, dig out the hole, and then put the water in and then fill the dirt back up and let it grow. Okay, you have your plants in. Now the important thing once you plant them is to make sure you weed them. It's got to be kept free of weeds, and also on hot days especially to make sure you water them. The best time to water it is early in the morning, not in the heat of the day, because it could burn the plants. The best time is the morning. You could do it in the evening, but they claim that sometimes it's not good in the night because it could cause rot or something. They call it plant rot, I don't know. But never do it in the middle of the day when the sun is the brightest. It's no good. And then it's good to turn the dirt over too around the plants and stuff, not the roots, but to get around it and make it attractive looking, to keep it a well tended garden. Gardening is my valued occupation. I've been doing it in this vocation for 45 years now. Of course, I've slowed down a lot. It's about half of what I used to do because I just can't keep up with it anymore. But I still don't want to give it up because I really enjoy doing gardening.
At the end, we were able to get in the garden together and do some weeding in her garden. She was able to teach me how to properly get up the full weed and also to make sure that I'm only bringing up the weeds and not any of the plants.